you guys? It's your boy Kaiser the Don, and we are back with another sneaker video. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing what other sneakers we still have to look forward to in the year of 2024 before we get into the year of 2025. Without further ado, if you guys are new here, drop that like and subscribe. It greatly helps your boy out. By the end of the year, we're trying to get to at least 200 subs. We might only see around 100 or something, but it'll be a good start going into 2025. But like I said, it greatly helps me out in the end. Now, let's jump into the video. Now, the first shoe that we have to talk about, I'm really just going to throw them up right here in this little space. But the first shoe we have to talk about is the Air Jordan 6 Olympic. Now, the last time these dropped was in 2012. So for most people back then in that time era, either we weren't on sneakers, either you didn't have the money to go get the sneakers, or it was just because of the fact that stocks back then, as far as like production, were very, very small compared to what we get today when we look at the numbers of Jordans being dropped. Nowadays, we can get basically a full-size run of certain Jordans that drop. Back then, 2012, you know, that 2010 to 2014 time frame, that was really the perfect time frame where you could go back and see people camping outside of stores. People were doing all these different bot systems online to cop, you know, pairs online if they couldn't get them in person. So it was just crazy as far as like actual releases back then. But we finally have the Air Jordan 6 Olympics coming back. They will release on August 3rd. I believe that is this weekend. Yeah, it's this weekend. So the Olympics will drop this weekend, and then next weekend or the next week after that, we have another release coming. But the Air Jordan 6 Olympics, I'm pretty high for them myself. I'm probably not going to get them as soon as they drop. I'm saving up a little bit because I'm about to go on a trip, like literally in a few days. So for me personally, I'm going to cop them after I come back from the trip, because 2012, I just never had the chance to actually get my hands on the shoe. So it is what it is. It's a cop from me. What about you, though? Let me know down in the comments. For number 2, the Air Jordan 4 Nigel Sylvesters, which will actually drop August 7th for a price of $150. I don't know if I said the price for the Air Jordan 6 Olympics. They're probably going to be like $210, $220. But the Nigel Sylvester 4s are coming out for $150. I'm actually kind of surprised because being that they're still considered a Jordan shoe, I thought they were going to try and tax us like at least $170 for these shits. But all in all, they're going to drop for $150. I'm not really a huge fan of like trying to get them like right now. Some people, you know, they actually find the shoe very intriguing, you know, just that different mold and model for an Air Jordan 4 type shoe. So for other people, it might be like an immediate cop as soon as they can, you know, see that window open to actually get the shoe. Some people are going to take that window. Now, for me, honestly, I might end up just biting my own tongue later on and taking the L if they end up selling out, but I don't really see them selling out like that. Let me know down in the comments if you guys are interested in the Air Jordan 4 Nigel Sylvesters. So August 9th, we have the Nike KD4 Nerf that is going to drop for $150. Now, these are absolutely insane. These, just like the Olympics, they dropped kind of in that era of like 2015, I believe it was a little bit before that, like 2013, 2014, they dropped in that kind of year. But if you know, if you're a real sneakerhead, KD4s are kind of like some of the most popular KD shoes. If not, they are the most popular KD shoes that dropped. They're probably up there with like the retro Kobe shoes and stuff. So as far as the KD4s, the Nerfs was probably some of the most like sought after colorway releases to ever drop for the KD4s, because for one, back then the Nerf was seen as like a over $1,000 shoe. Like this shit was going crazy back then. The fact that we're getting the opportunity to cop the shoe for $150, you know, I'm going to for sure try my very best to take advantage of this, because if I see this shoe out while I'm on vacation, I'm going to just go ahead and pull the trigger, because I've already had my eyes set on these. I actually have my eyes set on another pair of basketball shoes. It's going to drop in 2025. We'll go over those in my 2025 video though. But let me know what you guys think about the KD4 Nerf. It is, like I said, it's a pretty sought after shoe for real sneakerheads. So for you, you might be interested in it, you may not. I feel like the hype as far as selling out the shoe, I don't think it's all going to be there like that. I feel like it's going to be more of like if you want it, go get it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's sitting there. It's not going anywhere. It's not going to get up and run. People, you know, their whole family's not coming in to get the shoe. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. A lot of sneakerheads could, you know, really dive into the whole KD4 collection, you know, as the release gets a little bit closer. People might find a deeper interest in it, but we never really will know until the day comes. And then, you know, after a few days pass and we see like the stock sales and whatnot. But let me know what you think about the KD4 Nerf. Next, we have the Air Jordan 3 Mama Near, the black, I don't want to say black cement version, but basically it's the black cement version. As for the elephant print, it's more of this rugged suede type of material. But these do remind me of the black cement 3s. They do remind a lot of people of like a black cement colorway, except it's just being replaced, you know, the red accents with burgundy and stuff like that. But to me, this is a very fire shoe. I wanted to actually get this shoe as like an early review for my channel, but your boy didn't get the chance to. I was looking around, but the prices were just too crazy, man. So I'm gonna really just wait till I can get till I can really just snag these for a little deal. So for me personally, I'm just gonna wait a little bit, see if I can snag these for a little deal. My plug, you know, he should come through. He should have a couple extra pairs left and whatnot, but if I can get them a little bit early, I definitely will try to, though, and try to get that video out to you guys before the actual release date. But it could happen a little bit later on, so it is what it is. But this is probably one of the most anticipated shoes I've been looking at, like from like the spring, summertime. This is one of the top shoes that I've been looking at. A lot of people have actually been looking at this shoe. So if you're thinking about getting this shoe, it's gonna drop for $250. It's a little pricey. Mama Near, they've been dropping their shoes kind of around that $250, $220 range. So just depending on, you know, how much you really want the shoe yourself personally. But for me, it's gonna be an instant cop. So let me know down in the comments what you think. So next shoe is the Air Jordan 4 Black and White Thunder that's going to release on August 24th. Now, the Black and White Thunder is going to be a shoe that's definitely going to sell out. If you guys are thinking about the Black and White Thunders, I would definitely try to get you an early pair if you can. Or if you're just waiting on the release date, yo, have your app up, have your store pulled up, whatever store you might need to pull up to if you can't get them online, because these bad boys are going to sell out. You know what I'm saying? Original Thunders, the black and yellow colorway, those literally sell out every time they drop the damn shoe. So for these being a simple black and white, you know, silhouette of like basically a shoe you can wear with anything, these are definitely gonna sell out. I believe these are dropping for $210 or $220. I forgot the exact price. So August 24th, Black and White Thunder. This is going to be the first time that they are dropping and actually releasing. I feel like I said, they're going to sell out. The resale market, it could be a little bit generous, and then it could be a little bit weighing towards the expensive side. But if we get a whole lot of production numbers for this shoe coming out, then I don't see that resale price going up too high, because some people are just going to look at it and be like, well, hell, I might as well just get the shoe for retail. Why am I going to pay this damn resale price? This dude trying to bust my head for him when I can just wait and the shoes drop for retail. You know what I mean? So it could just end up being that case, but they are definitely going to be selling very rapidly. So if you're thinking about getting this shoe, definitely keep your eyes out for it, all right? Next, for September 9th, we have the low top Travis Scott medium olive colorway. Now, for me, I'm not the biggest Travis Scott fan. I'm not one of these people that feels like they have to get every Travis Scott release, you know what I'm saying, in order to get this super high resale price off of them and all that stuff. If I cop shoes nowadays, it's more of I actually wear them collection-wise. I'm not really looking to resell my stuff. So for me on this release, it's not really a big deal to me. I can see a lot of the resale scalpers, they're going to be piling all over the shoe so they can go reselling and, you know, bust heads for them. For me, I'm more of a high top person. You know, I do plan to, my homeboy, he told me he has some olive black, the black and white olive Travis Scott lows, My homeboy said he has those, so whenever I get back from my trip, I'm gonna be spending a little bit more money when I get back. So like I said, he has those kind of like put to the side for me. I'm gonna cop those. But as far as the Travis Scott low top shoes, I feel like they're doing a little bit too much. So for me, it's like, damn, if it's not really a colorway that I feel like I really just like, you know what I'm saying, super duper, just love the shoe, then it's not gonna be a shoe to where I'm like, dang, why didn't I score on the shoe? You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's more of like a little bit of a pass for this. But like I said, I know the Travis Scott people, the fans, they're going to be piling all over the shoe. Retail price should be 150, 170, somewhere around there. I know the price is kind of going up for even low top shoes. They're kind of inching up a little bit by bit. But we've seen some of the prices kind of drop, you know, a tad bit too. A lot of these retros were coming out for 220, 230 and stuff, and now we've seen them drop. It may be kind of minuscule, but they dropped down to around 210 now. So I feel like Nike's starting to see, yeah, people aren't really paying these high-as retail prices like we thought they were going to. You know what I'm saying? They were buying them out for a good little year, and then people, you know, inflation started coming in. People started, you know, taking that double take at their bank account or something. A lot of people are finding that, you know, that little groove right now to where, you know, they're being a little bit more content with what they have, and they're not trying to go out and get every single sneaker release. You know what I mean? So, but let me know what you think about the Travis Scott lows. Let me know if you think you are going to be copping these. All right. Now, skipping up a little bit, October 18th, we have the Black Toe Reimagines, dude. These are going to be dropping like the OG version. I'm not sure if everybody's seen it. A lot of people have, but there's like a picture of Michael Jordan. He was having a photo shoot with this version of the Black Toes. And if you look at the top around the Wings logo, where it usually is, the wing part of the logo is not right there. It just says Air Jordan. So that's basically how the OG Black Toes were actually being released way back then in what, like the late 80s, early 90s or something like that. So back then, the Black Toes actually looked a tad bit different. They had, you know, that old cut to like the Air Jordan ones. So for me, honestly, this is a big cop because I honestly didn't even get a chance to get the previous Black Toes that dropped in like what, the late 2010 years. I can't even remember the last time they dropped. But the most previous Black Toes, I never got a chance to actually cop those. So I do see these being a big cop for me later on, within a couple months or so. Let me know down in the comments though if you're a big Air Jordan 1 fan, if you're one of the people that like to stack up your little collection of Air Jordan 1s. For me, honestly, I like the look of like how Air Jordan 1s start to age. They start to get that little crease with the buttery tumble leather and all that, you know what I'm saying? It just looks nice to me. I love a little, you know, decently aged pair of Air Jordan 1s, you know what I'm saying? So let me know down in the comments, though, if you guys are interested in the Black Toe. November 9th, we're going to be seeing the Air Jordan 4 Fears dropping again. Now, these are not going to drop as the same exact retro from way back then. These are actually going to be made with that OG4 mold as far as the toe box. The toe box is going to be a tad bit more slanted. The overall shape of the shoe, I would imagine they're going to make the tongue a little bit more cushion like they've been making the Air Jordan 4s recently. So as far as the tongue and the toe box on the Air Jordan 4 Fears, they will resemble a little bit more of these newer Air Jordan 4s that have been dropping. But the Fear 4s are definitely grail to like any real sneakerhead. I know a lot of people wanted to actually cop the Fear Pack because I believe it was like sometime in like 2014, 2015, 2016. I believe it was 2013, 2014. Y'all correct me down in the comments. But they actually dropped the Fear Pack of the Air Jordan 3s, the 4s, and the 5s. So all of them had this like kind of fear colorway going on of either the short was like a dark grayish charcoal color with orange hints to it, or they had a little bit of olive to them. I know the Fear 5s actually had a little bit more olive to their color, aside from the Fear 4s and the Fear 3s that are more of just this dark charcoal gray color. But this is definitely a highly anticipated shoe for a lot of sneakerheads. They're going to be dropping for probably $220. But let me know down in the comments if this Air Jordan 4 is definitely on you guys' list. Now, as we near the end, we got two more shoes to talk about. One of the last two is the Black Cement 3s. So, November 23rd, these are dropping. I believe, that's like 2 days before Thanksgiving. So, basically, I feel like their plan is that they really want people to like stack up, get this shoe, be rocking it for Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and all that. Usually we get a big release on Black Friday or the day before Black Friday, whatever. But this year it looks like they're trying to drop some a little bit, a few days beforehand so people can actually be rocking them out. I'll have to do a little bit of an update seeing what else is dropping for that Black Friday weekend. But with these dropping on the 23rd, it doesn't really matter to me. As long as I can get my hands on a pair, I'll be straight. I know as far as the most recent release of the Black Cement 3s, I believe it was like 2018, something like that, when the Black Cement 3s dropped. Now, these are going to have more of that slender toe box to them, just like the 4s. So I believe from here on out, as far as Air Jordan 3s and 4s, they're going to be utilizing that more slender toe box that kind of goes a little bit more slanted. And then as far as the materials, this is going to be a reimagined Black Cement 3 that's going to be a part of the whole reimagined series, like the Lost and Founds and whatnot. But they're not going to be tweaking too much with the shoe. It's going to be more of like a, we're literally taking the OG silhouette and we're bringing it to 2024. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, I'm real hyped for this shoe. I believe they're going to drop for $210, probably $210 or $220, being that it's going to be a hype shoe. They know people are going to pay for it. So it is what it is. It's just the way the shoe market is looking right now. But it still shouldn't be too bad as far as, like I said, production numbers. There should be enough to where people aren't having to deal with all these weird internet bots and stuff like that, or having a tough time in person, standing at stores and all that stuff. It shouldn't even be that bad. But it is going to be a shoe that people are going to get basically, immediately. So it's not going to be a shoe to where, oh, I can just wait till next week and see if, I can get them here. Nah. Once these drop and they're gone. Then your ass is going to be on eBay, Grail, StockX, trying to find your size, and now you're dealing with the resale, the head scalpers, you know what I'm saying? So that's the main thing that you gotta worry about if you wait too late to cop hype shoes like this. So let me know down in the comments if you are interested in the Air Jordan 3 Black Cements. Now for the last shoe, December 14th, we have the Legend Blue Air Jordan 11s dropping. So these, I believe the last time they dropped was in 2014, 2015, something like that. The Air Jordan 4, I say Air Jordan 4. The Air Jordan 11 Legend Blue is literally probably one of the best colorways of the Air Jordan 11s, aside from the OG colorways of the Bread, Space Jam Concords, all that good stuff. The Legend Blues were a very hyped up shoe way back in 2014. So I feel like with them coming back with the more, like I said, with the more OG build of the shoe, a lot of people are going to either love it or some people are just not going to gravitate towards it like that, because you got some people who are, like, oh, well, I still got my older pair, I ain't really tripping over too much. Even people in that situation, I would still consider copping this shoe, copping this release, because these older shoes from like 2010s and stuff, they're going to eventually start to crumble. They're going to eventually start to come apart. So I would just, suggest to actually cop the newer version so you don't really have to even deal with that. And then if you do, then it's not a huge deal. You can hoop in them, whatever, and then if they start falling apart, it's basically whatever, because you got a new pair sitting in your closet that's DS or whatever. So without further ado, that's going to wrap up the video. Let me know down in the comments which shoes you guys are looking forward to in the rest of the year 2024. And I'm actually going to make a updated video of a 2025 list. So I'll probably drop that next week sometime. Well, I'll be on vacation next week, so I'll probably drop that as soon as I come back from vacation. I'll work on my thumbnail and clips for it and stuff, and then I'll have it actually dropping when I get back. So without further ado, I hope you guys liked the video. Like and subscribe for your boy, and I will see you guys in the next sneaker review video. You guys take care. Peace.